So hey friends, welcome back. It's Michael Golzmane here, and this is our first video we're creating in this new series of videos that we're going to be doing actually live clearing with you around the issue of money. So we said in the last video that money is really the result of our consciousness. It's really the result of our ability to maintain an awareness that the non-physical, the world of source, God, spirit, whatever you want to call that, this infinite field of possibilities, is really our mother, it's our father, it's where we come from, it's whom we come from, and it's not separate from us. We are made in its image and likeness. So why can't we seem to manifest money if that's the case? Well, it's really because of our beliefs. So our beliefs have the ability to limit or to become a channel for that wonderful flow of abundance and life force energy from source. How do we know what our beliefs are? Well, it's because what we're manifesting right now, as strange as this can sound, what we're manifesting right now is the product of the net, so to speak, of all of the beliefs that we have had since the beginning of our soul's creation, that we have not yet, that we've either believed and held on to, or that we have formerly believed and we've transcended and cleared since that time. Our beliefs are always reflected in our results. So we may think, our conscious mind is a very small portion of our total consciousness. We may use affirmations or things, and we may think, okay, I believe God is the source and substance of my good. And we may say that, and that's great, but we may have 99% of our consciousness that doesn't really believe that. And again, our true beliefs are always shown, the net totality of what we're really believing at every level of our being, subconsciously or consciously, is always shown up in our manifest results. So if we're not making all of the money that we want right now, it means that there's some limitation in our minds. I use mind in the broadest possible sense there. It's not withholding from spirit, it's not withholding from source. It's not, you did something bad in a past life and God's punishing you now. That does not exist. However, the stuff that we do that's bad is really the stuff that we hold onto and don't resolve, don't let go of. It's our stuff in our thinking. It's old, unprocessed forgiveness and issues around forgiveness and anger and resentments that we've held on to. That is what I'm using as the term mind also. That stuff that's unprocessed has created a blockage in our being. It's from our ability to be able to really truly receive and realize source consciousness. That's what they call that in the East. God realization, or realizing the presence. So this is possible for all of us to do. We need some help to do that. So we're going to do some work right now. And this work could be done with infinite length and infinite depth at any time. I'm going to give you a little bit of a taste of it in a bunch of different videos. This work we're about to do, no matter when you come across this video, doesn't matter, because you'll be able to feel the energy involved with it. We're going to be using some of the sort of spiritual response therapy work in order to help work with clearing our subconscious mind. So we do this by working with what's called the higher self, which is beyond the level of our thinking. This is our sort of super intelligence, our super conscious mind. And this part of our being knows how to, when we connect in the particular way that we're beginning to do in just a moment, knows how to help clear the subconscious stuff, which is very hard for us to get access to because it's subconscious. We don't often know what it is unless we look at our world of manifestation. We see, I must be believing a lot in lack, or have a lot of unfinished business that's blocking my flow of abundance. So we're going to go in now, and we're going to use a couple of different affirmations as our basis for this work. You'll see how this works in just a moment. So if you'd like to receive this work, I just invite you to relax. So you'll see me over here with my pendulum and my chart so I can sort of monitor what we're doing here. So Spirit, I ask you to please gather everyone who's watching this video now into this vibration. And no matter when they come into this vibration, please scan them, make sure you have 100% of all information about who they are, about what's going on in their consciousness that's blocking their sense or experience of money in their life. Spirit, what percent do you understand? What percent is being revealed today? That's 100%. So Spirit, I ask you first and foremost to please apply a spiritual kick to all of us now, and please prep and clear each of our high selves, souls, spiritual teams, committees, angels, guides, and guardian angels now. So just take a deep breath, friends. This initial process that we're doing right now is helping us to be able to connect up with that superconscious mind. It's also helping to release any sort of blockages that are kind of on the surface, attachments, different types of energy that can get in the way of our ability to really clear these subconscious programs. So this initial process in itself is a very powerful clearing. And I invite you, if you haven't worked with me before, I invite you to just notice what you are beginning to experience just by watching this video. You may begin to feel a little bit of pressure change around you, hot or cold. You may begin to feel, as many people do, because we're clearing beliefs, thought forms, old subconscious stuff. People often feel this work very strongly in their heads, where their physical brain is, because we're actually helping to clear propensities for thinking in certain neural pathways that you may be used to doing for years. So we're helping to do that as well. Just be aware of what you might begin to feel now. Spirit, please do this instantly. Good. Okay, Spirit, what percent is the minimum for this group? Anyone have any blocks? No. So this is an interesting process of doing this video without me knowing really even who's going to be watching it. It works somehow because I'm not the one doing the clearing, I'm just facilitating. Spirit's the one working with you directly right now, even if you're watching this 10 years from now, working with you directly right now to help do this clearing. So the first affirmation I thought would be useful for us to look at today is, Spirit is the source and substance of all good. You may want to write this down, because after doing a clearing like we're going to do today, using an affirmation like that is going to be much easier for you to energetically access. And I'll show you why. So Spirit, for this group now, not necessarily knowing everyone who will be watching it, what's the minimum resonance anyone has in this group? Yeah, Spirit's saying 0. So what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to ask Spirit to clear us of all of the subconscious beliefs, perceptions, judgments, what we call soul programs, that are limiting our ability to really anchor in or realize that particular affirmation of Spirit is the source and substance of all good. So let's do that now. Spirit, we ask you to please apply a spiritual kick for 100% of this group now. Everyone watching, no matter how often they watch. And we ask you to please clear for each person now. Clear, cancel, burn, remove, and delete 100% of all dormant and active programs, contracts, vows, beliefs, perceptions, and judgments that are in any way limiting the 100% full realization of, acceptance of, alignment with, integrity with, stabilization at 100% consciousness of, and total realization for each person here of the affirmation that Spirit is the source and substance of all good. Spirit, please clear for each person now through infinite depths, levels, layers, bodies, minds, and all 6 realities, clearing each person to 100% realization, all that would contradict, clearing away. So just be aware, friends, as you're listening, be aware of what might feel like it's shifting for you. You might be aware of something shifting a little bit, something changing within your being. Again, this can be subtle for some people. It can be really massive for other people. Spirit's basically just clearing up a lot of the subconscious beliefs that you no longer need, that are restricting your ability to realize, to really realize and really get this particular affirmation. Spirit, keep clearing each person, please. And bring each person to 100% minimum Spirit at all levels, bodies, and minds of their being. This may feel like different than some other clearing technologies or other ways of using affirmations that you may have worked with in the past. And it is different. So Spirit's just checking everything possible to clear for you that's contradicting that belief. Spirit, where's the minimum person in this group clear to in that belief? So Doing this work individually with people can sometimes be a little bit more specific and focused as to the feedback I can give you. But Spirit is saying that each of us watching this video have been cleared to 100% realization of this belief right now. Now, I want you to hear this affirmation again, write it down again, or repeat it aloud after I say it. Spirit is the source and substance of all good. I want you to feel, as you say that affirmation, feel what it feels like to you now. What I notice when I clear myself around these kinds of affirmations is that, the standard way of using affirmations in the past is we try to use affirmations of something we want to be true for us. We don't feel it's really true, but then when we say it, it brings up and triggers all of our subconscious stuff. We're like, oh, no, I don't really believe that. When we clear in this way, we're basically asking Spirit to just sort of take a sponge and clear your consciousness of everything that is up for you right now that is limiting your awareness of that particular belief. And so in this moment, if we're all at 100% realization of that belief, it means that there's nothing in our consciousness right now that is contradicting that belief. So when we say Spirit is the source and substance of all good, it's and so it is, as they say in the New Thought churches, and so it is. It's simply, as you use that affirmation right now after watching this video, that belief doesn't have any contradiction to it. It doesn't have anything revealed in your soul programming right now that is limiting its ability to manifest. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that there will never be anything from this moment forward that will contradict that belief for you. There can be a couple things that happen around that. That's why regular clearing work is so important. There can be more things that get revealed from deep within your subconscious that are not available to clear right now because you're not ready. We all only have certain amounts of readiness at any given moment. I wish that Spirit could just go in and clear everything for us for all time, but Spirit can't do that. We have to be ready. Remember, we have to let go, as I said in the previous video, we have to let go of our clenched fists progressively over time. Let Spirit, let go and let God. So there can be more that comes up that's being revealed from your subconscious. And there can also be more thoughts that you will create that may contradict that belief. We'd all like to be 100% conscious and aware of what we're thinking from moment to moment, but we all slip up from time to time and again get into fear or anxiety or negativity. And so that can create more programming in our consciousness that goes into contradicting that particular belief. So let's go on further though, Spirit. So Spirit, the affirmation, money comes to me in large quantities on a consistent basis. This is a beautiful, what's the minimum resonance, Spirit, anyone in this group has? Spirit saying 0. So Spirit, can we clear it for everyone? Yes. Spirit, please apply a spiritual kick for this entire group. We ask you to please clear, cancel, burn, remove, and delete 100% of all dormant and active programs, contracts, vows, beliefs, perceptions, judgments that are in any way contradicting or limiting the full 100% realization of, acceptance, alignment, integrity, connection, embodiment, resonance, expression of, embracing. Money comes to me in large quantities on a consistent basis at 100% awareness, please, Spirit. Please make sure to clear for each person here through all of their levels, bodies, minds. Make sure to clear through all realities. Clearing any contradictions, clearing any limitations, clearing anything that any person in this group is holding back or somehow withholding, Spirit. Anything that's up in consciousness now that can clear our way to 100% realization of this belief. We ask you to go ahead and do that now. Just take a deep breath and relax. Allow Spirit to do the clearing. Remember, the less you effort in this work, this is not a conscious process. The less you effort in this work, the better it works, because you're just letting go and letting God. You're just like letting Spirit, let's just clear our consciousness, clearing and deleting all sorts of beliefs, old patterns for you now. Clearing, releasing, removing now all these limiting beliefs. Begin to feel in your consciousness now, as we do this clearing, money comes to me in large quantities on a consistent basis. Begin to feel that there is no contradiction in your consciousness to that belief. There is no limitation. Because we become what we think about, when there's no contradictions to the beliefs that we're thinking, the beliefs can come into manifestation with ease and with lightness. Remember, there is no God up in the heavens that is withholding something from you. There's no God that's punishing you. There's no God that's saying, well, Michael there messed up, 10 years ago, so we're not going to let him have money. No. Our limited thinking is its own punishment. that's sort of the law of karma or sowing and reaping. It's its own punishment. What we think about can limit or can channel the divine consciousness to us. So why not clear up the old stuff, and why not think with the consciousness of spirit? Spirit, keep clearing until everyone's at 100% realization of this particular belief. And Spirit, we ask you to please just check everything and anything else that can be cleared for this entire group now. On the charts, off the charts, everything known and unknown. Each individual person, clearing up everything for them now and helping to clear anything that would contradict or limit the fullest embodiment consistently of this, what we've cleared today, Spirit. So anything that would cause the recreation or creation anew, anything that would cause us to be somehow addicted or stuck into old patterns, limited patterns of belief, we ask you to clear that now so that we can maintain the maximum level of positive consciousness with regards to these beliefs from this moment forward. Breathing and relaxing and releasing. Help each person to ground, Spirit, after this clearing session as well. What's the minimum each person has grasped, Spirit, and is resonant? Okay, cleared. So remember the two affirmations we worked with today. Spirit is the source and substance of all good. I want you to just think and feel that now. As I think and feel that now, I just feel yes. My whole consciousness is saying yes to that belief. I want you to feel that in your awareness also. And also, money comes to me in large quantities on a consistent basis. Feel that belief. Repeat that to yourself. You may want to write these down. Feel that there's no contradiction to that belief. If we can speak the word, if we can have thoughts like this, affirmations that are positive, that we want to have happen, but that do not meet contradiction in our own consciousness, that is huge power. So friends, thank you for watching this video. I invite you, if you want to connect with me more on a more personal basis, please feel free to click below to my website, clearingconnect.com, and drop me a note. Until next time, friends, peace and blessings to you. Bye-bye.